Blessings crew, and welcome to this week's offering. Bit of an interesting kind of blend today in terms of just how I'm feeling and things going on in the world, and just a little bit of needing to get some grounding and some centering. We're coming into new moon, so good time for some clearing out of cupboards, but some just kind of being gentle with yourself depending on how the moon impacts you. But what we're going to do is we're going to start just standing and just rocking around into your feet, getting a sense of connection, especially if it's all been up here, bringing that down into your body. So just kind of move around, get the sensations in the soles of your feet. I'm going to come up onto the ball of the foot, massage it into the floor, and just going to come into the breath. You're feeling, feel the feels. A bit of noticing before we get started. Hello, Mr. Monty. Hi. Hi. Noticing. You got your pussy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move into our knees. As we move into our knees, think about the movement that you get in your body. Okay, so our knees, very much about moving forward, and in the way that we can articulate. Those of you that get sore knees, they might be weather veins. It's kind of being gentle. We're going to just bend hands just above them in some little circles. Keep a distance between your knees. Notice how much movement that creates in your feet, in your ankles. And then round the other way. Just there's lots of that noticing, lots of that kind of gentle noticing of your body. Come up. And we're going to bring our arms alongside us. Take a moment, maybe close your eyes, maybe soften your gaze. Think about the earth underneath you. Your sense of place, where you are in the world, what it's like to be in your world. So your connection to that place, the stories of that place, of the ancestors, how you came to be there, so your ancestors, weaving yourself, weaving your awareness into place. If you're visiting where you are, how do you find out the local stories? What's important about them? Notice just little movements in your body. Move. Just enough just to kind of awaken your spine. You might roll your shoulders. You might shift your spine from side to side. You might move your head a little bit. Move your fingers. Give them a dance. And then bring that back to relative stillness, unlocked knees. We're going to inhale. Open your eyes if you've had them closed. As your arms go up, follow. And then exhale, bring them down. As you do, bend into those knees. Sweep those fingertips down. Make sure there's enough space between your feet for your belly. Inhale, come slowly back up. Slowly, slowly. And just keep that movement. Soft knees as we exhale and come down. Bend into those knees a bit as we start to come up. Lifting yourself up just slowly. Look out for blood pressure, crew. If you're prone to being a bit low, then hands to the heart instead. Coming up, touching the sky. Coming down, touching the earth. And a sense of grounding, connecting to place. Open your eyes up nice and wide when you get to the top. And maybe close your eyes on the way down. Let's touch those fingertips to the floor. Do a couple more. Last one, coming up. And you come down, again that bend in the knees at first.
Then bring hands down, lift the hips, let the head drop. Stretch into the back of those legs. Let those shoulders release. Notice the breath along your spine. Then forearms onto thighs as the tailbone goes back, half chair pose. Lift the head higher than the heart. Hands to heart, come up slow. Just bring that awareness into the heart space. Again, we might soften our gaze, we might close our eyes. Soften knees, move a little bit. Just come gently inwards. Yeah, a little bit of space open up for your awareness. If the volume's up really high, let's come into your breath. That internal volume, busy brain, just let it focus on the breath. If it feels okay, just feel the thumbs, part of your palm, your hands resting on your chest. You might be able to feel your heartbeat, the movement of your breath. And as you inhale, feel that connection to all that's around you. And as you breathe out, feel like you're breathing out into the world. Inhaling, gathering energy in. You might exhale and bring that exhale down as though it's coming down through your feet into the earth. Likewise, you might inhale as if you're inhaling through the soles of your feet. Drawing energy up. If it feels like it's divinity that's required, universal life force energy, inhale, imagine it coming down through the crown of your head, up through your feet, connecting you into the celestial Mother Earth and that bigger picture. Let's do a couple of breaths like that, just kind of bringing your awareness out of the everyday mind. Notice the sensation in your feet. Bring your hands back down alongside the body. Move into the feet. Again, just moving, especially if you've been quite still. Create some movement. And take our feet out to the edge of the mat. Turn your toes off your mat if you can. So you've got quite a bit of space. Big sigh from Monty in the corner there. When you come down, tailbone going back, half squat. Just wriggle that tailbone back into place. We can have quite a bit of pressure on our forearms, on our thighs, just to help. Or we can be quite light, make those legs do some work, but get that feeling, tailbone going backwards. And breathe. Feel like the crown of your head's drawing forward, you're lengthening along your spine. Come up, slow, bring that energy up, bring the arms up. Open those arms out wide. Feel that space opening up in your shoulders. Come back down into that squat. So half squat. And take our right hand, I'm going to reach it over to our left ankle. And then our left hand goes onto our left hip. I'm going to turn and look upwards. You're going to keep the weight to the outside edge of both feet. Change sides. Left hand, right ankle, right hand, right hip. Turn, look over that shoulder, keep those knees nice and safe. Bring it back to center, lift it up slow, bring those arms up. Watch out for blood pressure. Those arms come out wide. To the heart space, back down into that squat. Right hand, left ankle, left arm this time. Nice circle up, open up, see whether we can look into it. Look after those knees, big deep breath. Changing sides, left hand, right ankle, right arm reaches up, big circle up. Back to center, lift it up, bring that energy up, open it out. Woo. And those hands through the middle. And sink yourself down into your version of a full squat. Not forgetting that we can put cushions or a block under our butt so that we can work on getting these feet flat. Okay, super important part of that practice. Breathing. Nice long straight spine, so think about crown of the head lifting up towards the roof. Very corrective, very healing for those of us that sit in a chair a bit too much. Another couple of breaths. And our hands come down, we're coming into a wider forward fold, so onto the ball of the foot, heels come out, make sure you feel steady. Step back onto the mat if you're on a slippery surface. Let the head drop. We're going to cross our arms if we can. Let the head go. Unlock those knees, but lift through those sit bones. Hands come down, heels come back in onto the mat. As you lift yourself up, pause for blood pressure. Team. When you're ready, inhale, bring the arms up. And we're going to take this left hand back down. Right arm reaches, we're going to turn and look under that right arm. And breathe. Inhale, bring it back to center. And exhale, take it the other way, looking under that left arm. Lifting it up, as if we're lifting up and over something. Bring it back to center. Bring the arms up. Down through that center line. Second squat. Again, variations along the way to support your body. Nice deep, deep breath here. Sink it all the way down, so however, whichever way you get there, and bring your feet round into Baddha Konasana. In nice and close, holding onto them, rolling shoulders down, long lift up along the spine, so really feel quite long and strong. Then if there's enough room to come forward, do. Just rolling around the hips, so we're not reaching, got that lovely long spine. And just breathe into that space. And dropping the right shoulder. It's going over towards that right knee of the head. Both shoulders dropping down towards the hips. Inhale, lift up, just take it slow. Exhale, take it the other way. Inhale, lifting it back to center. And I'm going to turn ourselves around. This is going to sound just a little bit strange, but one of the requests team has been especially for our 20-minute crew, to make sure that we get a bit of a lie down sequence. So we're going to put one in now for everybody, but particularly for our crew that are only going to stay for that 20 minutes. So coming on around to lying on your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest, take hold of them, and just roll some slow circles around your lower back. Change that direction. Bring that back to center, and we're going to drop our left leg down as if we were lying in Baddha Konasana. So foot tucked in, knee out to the side. Right hand is going to slide down your shin over the top of your right foot. Bring that right leg into half happy baby. So that's just right knee heading towards under your armpit. Foot like it's running along the ceiling. And breathe there for a moment. Then let that foot come down, just notice how the two sides feel. And then bring that left leg in, slide that hand down over the top of that left foot, left knee like it's going to land under your armpit, left foot like it's running along the ceiling. Just draw gently with that left hand, left arm onto that hip. And release. So soles of the feet together, knees dropped out. We're going to reach our arms up and over our head. Stretch it out. Big deep breath. Then full happy baby. So bring those feet in. Hands over the top of your feet or holding onto your pants. However which way you get yourself into happy baby.
Knees coming down as though they're gonna touch down to the floor, feet like they're running along the roof. Breathe there for a moment. Notice your breathing, little adjustments. You might be slipping deeper into the pose. So just listening in, making sure you're not taking anything too far. Yeah, reach those legs down along the floor. Reach the arms over your head, 20-minute crew. Take a moment. Just bring your arms alongside you. Take rest. Crew staying on and continuing. Wander your feet back up the mat and bring these arms out nice and wide. Roll the shoulders down into the floor, so give them a wee wriggle. Lift your hips up and over to the left. Get those knees going right into the twist. Simple twist, keep the knees together, the hips stacked up, head turning left. As the breathing kind of deepens, little adjustments, we might sink our shoulders a little deeper into the mat, we might relax our legs a bit more, we might deepen our breath, we might soften, let yourself just be in the pose a little bit longer. And we're going to come back up, just slow, back to centre. To the two sides of the body for a moment, left shoulder, right shoulder. Then down your body, the two legs, right down to your feet. We're going to lift our hips up and over to the right, 10, 15 centimetres. And then knees together, tipping to the left, head turning right. Sink into it, sink into your breath. Anchor those shoulders into the floor. Same little adjustments, crew, just deepening into the pose in whichever way feels right. Bring it back to centre, bring the hips back to centre. Bring your hands onto your belly for a moment. If that feels comfy, or just touching the body, whichever way feels comfortable for you. Might be closer up around the chest, can be a more comfortable space, so just check. And just kind of coming into connection, hands to body to breath. Feet can stay tucked in, knees can stay together, or if you're more comfortable with your legs stretched straight along the floor, do that. We just got a minute, just a moment. Letting yourself connect into the earth underneath you. Feeling that connection with your breath. What we're going to do from there is if you haven't already, we're going to stretch our left leg down along the floor. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest. So wrap your hands around your knee and draw it in. Push the left heel away at the same time. So we're creating a little bit of traction. Then we're going to wrap our hands around the back of that right leg and just push that heel up towards the roof. Now, depending on where your tension is, team, up towards the roof might be quite plenty. And there's 2 in this sequence, so just kind of looking after energy levels with it. This first one you might take quite gently. Flexible crow, you're working that leg towards you a bit more. Bring that foot down, change sides, so slide that right leg straight along the floor. Bring that left knee in, start just by holding on to the knee and drawing that leg in towards you. We're going to wrap our hand around the back of it, press that heel up towards the ceiling. Sink into the breathing, find that enough point. Gently releasing, stretch both legs down along the floor. Reach your arms up towards the roof and then over your head, stretch it out. If you don't get cramps, stretch your toes away as well. Oh, big stretch. Then both those knees come in towards the chest. We're wrapping our arms around them, giving them a little squeeze if you want to. Tuck your chin in, lift your head up, bring your head towards your knees. It's a little curl. Vertebrae by vertebrae, let that all come back to the floor. And keeping hold of your right leg, we're going to take our hands behind that leg. And we're going to push it up towards the roof. And then we're going to extend that left leg just off the floor. So it's lifted off the floor. So we've got right leg up towards the roof, left leg extended just off the floor. We're checking that our lower back feels all right. If it doesn't, lift that left leg a bit higher till you feel that right height. Then we've got the option of keeping our head flat or tucking our chin in and lifting our head and shoulders up off the floor. Check you're not straining, your head's quite heavy. It's a bit of a workout for the neck. We're going to change legs. So bring that left leg up, take hold of it. Right leg finds that space just off the floor or, whatever height feels good. Breathe. Let's change again. Just slow. Head can come down when we need it to. So don't strain. Breathing into it. Change. Long deep breaths. If you've got your head lifted, tummy just gently squeezed into. Let's just support that back. Check your neck, make sure it feels alright. Bring those legs up towards the roof, bring your arms down alongside your body. Snuggle your thumbs underneath your butt and just push your feet up towards the roof. If it feels a bit strong, just bring the legs down, so notice what you need. Take your chin and lift your head up, and then bring it back down. Make sure the back of the neck's nice and long. And feet come down. Arms come out wide again. So stretch them out. Lift those hips up and over to the left. Let those knees go right. Twist number 2. Option. Right hand, left knee, so that top knee. Drawing it in towards the chest, not trying to drop it towards the floor, so it's staying in line with your hip. And left shoulder staying nice and strong on the floor. So right hand supporting that leg as it comes up and in. Breathe. Slide that leg down on top. Bring the knees slowly back to center. Hips go up and over to the right. Knees go left. Setting it up so everything just moving nice and slow. Left hand finding that right knee. Drawing it up to where it's enough. Just find your breath. Slide those knees back together, bring them back to center, hips back to center, soles of the feet together, knees drop out to the side. Supta Baddha Konasana, hands can be to the belly or over your head, kind of mirroring the shape that your legs are making. So figure what's going to feel nice for your body. Sink into the breath of it for a moment. Knees go together, we're going to turn over and meet on all fours. So find your way around and up and over and all that stuff. It's a bit dark here, so apologies if I start disappearing. We're going to be on all fours and we're going to cat cow pose. So inhale, bring the chest forward, and then exhale, take it the other way, up towards the roof with the chest, chin tucks in towards the base of the throat. Then inhale, come the other way. Find your breath, find the rhythm of your breath. One more like that. Then it's plank, down dog, or back into frog pose time if you're not feeling down doggy this time around. Otherwise, we're lifting up through those hips, we're stretching it out. First down dog of this class. So walk out those knees a few times if you're there. Get that hip lift nice and long, nice and strong. We're going to just work gently with both heels towards the floor. Avoid that temptation to step the feet in, to make them touch down, just lengthening out. And we're going to come forward, bring the knees down. If we can, sit back on your feet. If you can't, bring some cushions in between your butt and your heels, or sit down comfortably. I'm going to inhale, bring the arms up. Reach into that space. Feel that length up through the body, really create some room. Then open these arms out wide. We're going to reach around behind us, lick the fingers. Drop the shoulders down, tuck the chin in. Deepen the breath with that stretch down the neck. Squeeze the shoulder blades together a little bit. Release the hands, lift these arms up. Come down through that center line, back to all fours. Back to plank, back to down dog. Knees can come down whenever they need to, team, so lots of permission to do that. Up through those hips, so really get that tailbone freed up and lifting. It's like we're trying to flick it up towards the roof. Bring it forward. Knees come down for this first one. Crease of the elbow towards the front of the mat. Slide down the inside of your arms. Come all the way down, flatten the feet. Shoulders roll down. And start to lift the head and shoulders. There's some work in the glutes, but we're not really tight. So just feeling them. Being there. Not doing all the work. Elbows come out, chin tucks in, roll it back, up into down dog, or frog pose if that's more comfy, lifting up. Forward into plank, we can bring our knees down, or full chaturanga. So sliding down the inside of the arms, pausing just off the floor, hover, then down, feet flatten, lift. Along that spine, we might get a little higher up on the second time around, you never know. Big deep breath. Down we go, elbows out, chin tucks in, rolling back, down dog or frog pose, up we go. Forward. Your vision of chaturanga. Big deep breath. Down we go. Sphinx pose. So, elbows under shoulders. Forearms along the floor, fingers spread. Roll those shoulder blades down. Find that beautiful extension in your spine. No pinching in the lower back, just really feeling tension release along the spine. We're going to be active enough with our lifting that we can feel that all the way up to our base of our neck. Breathing. Dropping it down, hands come under shoulders again. This time we're rolling back taking our knees out a little bit wider, coming into frog pose. So big toes towards each other. Pull those hips back towards your heels. Reach the arms away. Heart towards the floor, head coming down. Lifting out to all fours, bring the knees back and under you. Take that left foot, step it up into a low lunge. Walk the hands forward. Just keep those hips coming forward. Roll the shoulders down, bring the chest up. Long, deep breath here. Now this might be plenty, or we can drop our right arm down onto the elbow, our left arm. It's going to start by just walking around onto our hip so we can get our left hip, so we can get a twist happening. We might be able to release it up towards the roof, we might not. Just long deep breath, checking in. Bring that left arm back down. Come back up onto the hands, wriggle out. Left foot up into tiger's tail. So reaching that foot towards the back of the head and the back of the head towards your foot. And breathe. Knee comes down, right foot takes that step up. Into that low lunge, we're walking our hands slightly forward just till we feel enough of a stretch, and then just hanging out there. Bring the chest forward, lift the chin a little bit. Drop those shoulders down if you have a tendency to lift them up around your ears. Dropping onto that left elbow if we can. Right hand starts out on the hip, so get the twist going first, so not throwing around the arm around the place. And if we can release that arm up towards the roof, do. Looking up to that thumb. Bring that arm over and around, come back up into tiger's tail. Wriggle out that right foot. Let's try to find the back of your head. Bringing that down. Option of a down dog or a frog pose. Team, see where your energy is feeling it. Long, deep breath, lifting up. We'll meet around unseated. Little sequence that we're just kind of working on gently. Gently. Possibly to some people's annoyance. That's alright. Whichever foot's in front
We're going to do that little foot turn. Okay, so sole of the foot up towards the roof just gently. And just, you might want to massage the ball of your foot. Just get in touch with your feet. If you're not great with your own feet, then just kind of just hold on to the ankle instead of the foot. Some people have got just some stuff going on with their feet. And we're going to lift that foot up and cradle the outside edge. And at the moment we haven't got it sitting anywhere other than in our hand, but we're trying to get this kind of lightness into our leg, which sounds weird because you wouldn't think it could get any lighter or heavier. But it's about that tension that we're carrying in that hip. You know, it gets much easier to move that leg round if you're not fighting tightness in your hip. Then we're going to see if we can put that foot on our calf muscle, or it might be back on the floor, and just roll the shoulders down and bring these arms just kind of out from the sides of the body. And we're just going to move them back. Shoulders are dropped nice and down. Just feel that space opening up across the front of the chest. Big deep breaths. Relax those arms down. Bring this foot, if we can, up onto the thigh. So heading for half lotus. This foot supporting this knee. And this time our arms are going straight out in front, palm facing down. Dropping the shoulders down, and we're just rolling those shoulder blades forward. Just reaching with the fingers, find your breath. Bring those arms down, bring that foot down and change feet. Starting with your foot on the floor and just turning that ball of the foot upwards. Give the foot a wee massage if that feels alright. Often find some pressure points in there. You're going to pick that foot up, cradling the outside edge, and just, again, we're just trying to get this leg to release that tension out so it's quite relaxed. You might move it around a little bit, just kind of do what feels good. You might also end up just with your foot on the floor, so don't feel like you have to force it into any of these shapes. Hips can take they can take a lifetime to reach their kind of flexibility level. Might never get your knee on the floor. That just might not be the shape of your hip. It's not the shape of mine. So you're going to bring that foot onto the calf muscle first. And with our arms this time, we're taking our arms out in front again, and we're going palm facing up this time. And so we're just kind of reaching into that, our thumbs are to the outside, and we're just reaching forward, and we're lifting up through the chest, so a lovely long spine. Find your breath. Let the arms come down. If we can, lift this foot up into half lotus do. This foot supporting this knee. Let's get used to the shape. Then we're starting in that same shape, so palms facing up, and then we're just coming out. Nice and wide of the shoulders. Drop the shoulder blades down, palms are facing up. Lifting that chest, long, strong spine. down. So let's take these feet and legs out in front, give everything a gentle shake. Today crew, we're finishing with a Yoga Nidra, which is a slightly longer Shavasana where I guide you through your body. For those of you that can stay on, I encourage you to put some socks on and find a blanket. Snuggle yourself into something nice and warm and lie yourself down, because you will chill down, especially if you are in the southern hemisphere where it is cooling down a lot. And what we're going to do is I'm going to sit up to teach this so you guys are lying down. Nidra translates as sleep. So yes, this can put you to sleep. The aim of it is to feel your body coming into a state of rest, very deep rest. And I am a broken record on us being very bad at resting. And so this is about that resting practice, putting the practice of rest into your yoga so that you're getting some, so that if you want to meditate, you've got a space to begin that meditation from. But also just for the mental health benefits of rest. So lay yourselves down, get comfortable. Make sure the shape that you're making with your body, you can kind of find some stillness with. You can soften your gaze, you can close your eyes. Those little adjustments, letting your body settle. As it settles into that space, make sure your space feels nice and snug, nice and safe. This is your Nidra space, your Yoga Nidra space, space of rest. You're entering that space. It's a sacred space, it's yours. And so find your breath, let yourself exhale. Find your inhale. Recognizing that a full Nidra takes an hour in itself. And so this is just a little touch, a little taste of rest. So you're welcoming the word rest in on the next inhale. And you're letting out any resistance to rest on the exhale, and you're letting your body come to rest. You're letting the bones grow closer to the floor. Inhaling rest, exhaling resistance. Inhaling rest, exhaling resistance. And you're going to imagine that your body is this beautiful canvas that you're about to draw on. And your drawing implement is this beautiful light that you're going to carry from point to point in your body, creating lines, creating beautiful dots right across your body from right to left and back again. But we're going to start the tip of your nose, your right nostril, your left nostril, the tip of your tongue, the right side of your teeth, your gums, the left side of your teeth and gums. A beautiful little light on your right eye, your left eye, bright light at your eyebrow center, bright light at the crown of your head, the back of your head where it's touching the floor, your right ear, your left ear. Beautiful light at your throat, your right collarbone, left collarbone, top of your right arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, the palm of your hand, the tip of your thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, the whole of your right arm, this beautiful network of dots of light and lines of light. You're going to bring your awareness up that right arm and across to your left collarbone, top of your left arm, elbow, forearm, wrist. Beautiful light in the palm of your left hand, tip of your thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, the whole of that left arm, this beautiful network of light. Bring that awareness slowly back up, and back up to that beautiful light at your throat, and feel like it's radiating down through the ribs, each rib lighting up beautifully on the way to the heart space, the space of your heart, this beautiful light. A light in your solar plexus around your belly button, a beautiful light in your pelvis, your right hip, the top of your right thigh, the back of your right thigh, beautiful light at your knee, shin, calf, the sole of your right foot, the top of your right foot, a beautiful point of light at the tip of your big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the whole of that right leg, beautiful network of light lit up as you bring your awareness back up to that beautiful ball of light in the bowl of your pelvis, across to your left hip, top of your left thigh, back of your left thigh, beautiful light at your knee, shin, calf, ankle, the sole of your left foot, the top of your left foot, and a beautiful light at the tip of your big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, that whole left leg, this beautiful network of light. Both legs and both arms, this beautiful network of light. As you bring your awareness back up to the very tip of your tailbone, a beautiful shining light at the tip of your tailbone that you're going to draw slowly up your spine towards the very top of your neck and the top of your spine. And as you do, you're going to feel your breath moving along that line, drawing it slowly up, the whole of your spine lighting up, this beautiful light, until you reach the back of your neck and that beautiful light at your throat. And you gently draw your awareness to your heart space. And feel that heart radiating, pumping energy right out to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. This beautiful network through your body. And if you have a chance at this point, stay with the rest. Soften into it. Take rest as a medicine. If you need to come back, count yourself slowly through 8 long, slow, deep breaths. Just really letting that energy out and then welcoming that fresh energy in. Let's take one slow deep breath together, and as you do, breathe in that rest, that beautiful energy,
And then breathe it out into the world. Welcome rest into your life, into the rest of your life as you slowly start to wake up. So wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. Start to gently move your body. You might reach your arms up and over your head. You might walk your feet in if you're laying down. Just turning over slowly, coming round to seated. And just take a couple of breaths there. Just kind of find your way back to wakefulness. Little movements, little wake ups. Notice what's around you. Notice the light, the colour, the textures, the feeling in your body. And we're going to inhale, we're going to bring our arms up, we're going to gather some of that beautiful energy that you've created and you're going to bring it to your heart. But you're also going to think of all the people practicing this. All of us gathering energy to our hearts, gathering rest, putting rest out into the world because goodness knows we need it. Thank you all for joining me on this journey and many blessings to you all.